Welcome to the Black Pot, a modern restaurant automation. This is not a demo. This app can be production ready in less than 5 minutes. However, I built it out as a fictitious restaurant. So it's not actually a real restaurant, but all the functionality is there and you'll be able to explore it on your own. Also, I am the creator of Dreamforge World, as you should know, but for those who don't, go to this link and get started. So let me walk you through about how I want to present my YouTube videos. My idea is to create fully working production ready applications. The first one being the Black Pot. So they can both be used as production systems if somebody is interested. If you are a subscriber, will be able to get the source code, modify it and build your own, or you can work with me to build one for you. So that's the general idea. And I want people to understand how one restaurant app like this can bring everyone together as customers, as developers, and owners of a small business. My main audience is, like it shows, non-technical builders, operators and founders, and students want to understand how a real digital product can support the hospitality business without getting buried in all the tech jargon. That said, for the people who want to get very technical, as part of this presentation, we will go through VS Code, IDE, API keys, security setup, what is the Next.js application. So if that's something you want to understand under the hood, it will all be covered. Then afterwards, you will also be able to, in the Dreamforge Academy, which is here, you can log in, get started for free, you can browse our courses, and then learn how this app and many others were built exactly. So let's ask Toki how I can book a table. So pretend this is a customer coming online to our restaurant, the Black Pot. And as you can see, he says, sure thing, I'll need a few bits, your name, email, phone, how many folks, and when you'd like to come, date and time. Just give me the name first. Yeah. So as you can see, he's speaking a bit of South African slang just for fun. And as a side note, a little bit on the technical side, he is using large language models that are trained in the background, and they are trained and guarded so that he is specific to answer questions about the restaurant. So it's not like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini general chatbots. He will only answer, or at least he should only answer questions about a restaurant. Now, of course, since this is just a demo, he may do what we call drift and sometimes hallucinate. You might have heard that term. And that just means that with his small brain, I mean, he came in a pot after all, he needs a bit more guidance and a bit more training if he were to go in a real production environment. Also, to keep the cost down for the demo, I chose to use OpenRouter's free models just for the demonstration, but if somebody wanted to build this in a real restaurant and do it themselves or work with me to do it, we will use professional models and they will be much faster and more efficient at answering. But the general principle I want to bring across is that he can be trained and guarded to be safe and in context for the job that he's assigned to do. So let's pretend the person who wants to make the booking is called Isabel, and we'll use a fake email address for Friday night at 8 p.m. So Toki is confirming the information. He says lekker, like I said, that means good. Got you sorted for Isabel Friday at 8 o'clock. So it's a solid time for a potjie. Potjie is South African slang for a black cast iron pot that we like to cook our meals in, and it's delicious. We will showcase some of that on this demo restaurant as well. So here is the section on the website called Pick Your Pot, and you can see people can choose cheese fondue, deep fry pots, and potjie stew. By the way, everything in this demo and this actual website will be available for people to explore on their own, and the link will be provided in our course material. So let me walk you through how we're going to continue this lesson about the Black Pot. And if any questions comes up that I might have skipped, feel free to ask any question in the comments. But also in the academic course that relates to it, you'll be able to walk through the whole process in detail by reading how to build something like this. this entire presentation will also be available. So I put together a little bit of a diagram to show how this particular business flow works. So typically, customer finds a restaurant online, they explore the experience, and make a booking either manually or through Toki, our AI assistant, and then the reservation enters the system and it's stored in a secure database in the cloud. And then the team at the restaurant can manage the booking, and the business delivers a better guest experience and have more time to build a relationship with customers instead of always just dealing with taking bookings. So like I've already started to show you in the app demo, it's a complete product in demo mode. We will switch gears a little bit to give a quick overview of the Academy course. So first of all, to get to the Academy that we built, you go to academy.dreamforgeworld.com. If you have an account, you log in. Otherwise, you just click Started, or you can browse the courses and classes, which if you're not registered, will let you register. But essentially, why you should work with Dreamforge Academy is we offer real work automation, no code to pro code paths for learners. It's beginner friendly and outcome focused, and it's built for 2026 technology and beyond. Like I promised, our pricing is very cheap. $5 a month gives you access to currently over 1,000 courses. Just click here if you want to start. But the payment is optional, only if you become a subscriber. Many courses can be unlocked through gamification, as we call it, meaning students can take courses, take quizzes, and if they are on the leaderboard and meet those requirements, you don't even have to pay this and can learn many valuable things for free. So if you're ready to join us, just get started. You can read more about the terms and privacy here and about us. This is the About Us page with our vision. The base page for Dreamforce World, where you can go to all the other applications in the family. And here's a little bit of background about me. Hope to see you inside. So here's an example of a user as a student that is logged in, but the student has also been upgraded to being an instructor. So an instructor can be a student as well. So in this case, Isabel, which is actually my wife helping me test this, has decided that she's interested in creating a compelling restaurant. This is our Black Pot restaurant. So when she clicks on this, you can see that she'll have access to 6 lessons and almost 3 hours of content. And it shows a bit about the technical background of the stack. So like I said, once you're in the academy, this is going to take people a little bit deeper into the technical version of how to build this for yourself, but we can always help you build it. Also, for qualified users, they'll be able to get a course reference and download the source code in a zip file right here. It will track the progress, and here's the lessons that we'll cover. An introduction to the restaurant, websites in general, how you set up your tech stack, designing and engaging user interfaces, implementing interactive menus, adding reservation functionality, publishing and maintaining your site. So in the code review section of each course or lesson that I'll be making, in this case the Black Pot, we're going to look at some of the top level folders so you can understand the shape of the project, the front end area, the API or application program interface area, and the database related files. I'll try not to share obviously some of my secrets. I might have to edit them out if I do, but just assume that if I do share any API or secret keys, if you're familiar with that, they are like passwords. They should be protected and never shared. So if you build your own apps, you should never share those either. And assume if I do that, I will just delete and replace them. If you ever do that, also delete and replace them. So don't try to take notes in this video because all the source code will be provided All the project files will be provided, and even this presentation. So let's switch over to my Visual Studio Code editor and show you a quick overview of what the project files look like. It might seem daunting if you're a beginner, but soon enough you will learn that you can just ask the coding agents like Codex or Claude or whichever one you prefer to explain something. That's actually very important. So let me take a minute to say it might seem obvious, but not enough people do that. So you might say to a coding agent, I like what you did, but can you explain this to a beginner? Or I don't like what you did, and can you give me some options and recommendations how we can do this differently? Why should I do your recommendation? What happens if I don't do it? And can you help me plan this in detail in a phased approach? That will get you started very quickly, and soon you'll be on your way building applications. Okay, so here we are in VS Code. It's called an IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. And here's my alter ego, also called Emil. He pretends to be the manager at the Black Pot restaurant. And what we're looking at here is the Black Pot project, the way that I've built it, and that you will have access to in its entirety, and use it as a baseline to quickly start any entertainment restaurant-based business that you want to build. Or, like I said earlier, if that's something that's too daunting for you, start with the Academy course. And if you don't have time or interest, you just want to run your business, let me help you build a custom version for you. So, like I said, for those who's interested in looking under the hood, here's the presentation that I've been showing in the previous videos, and in this video, the Black Pot Modern Restaurant Automation HTML. It's actually stored as an HTML file generated by the system, and it has a style sheet, CSS, that makes it look pretty, but here is the entire source code. So when you get access to the repo, you'll be able to go through it. You can resize windows like this. You can click here to just hold and drag with the left mouse. And I'm going fast because you'll be able to see the source code yourself. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. So like I said, for those who's interested in looking under the hood, here's the presentation that I've been showing in the previous videos, and in this video, the Black Pot Modern Restaurant Automation HTML. It's actually stored as an HTML file generated by the system, and it has a style sheet, CSS, that makes it look pretty, but here is the entire source code. So when you get access to the repo, you'll be able to go through it. You can resize windows like this. You can click here to just hold and drag with the left mouse. And I'm going fast because you'll be able to see the source code yourself. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. So the two coding agents that I like to work with is typically Codex or Claude Code. And I'm using my subscription on Claude on the Max plan, and on the Codex side the Plus plan. So the combination between these two should give you enough bandwidth to build any of these applications. They are both very good now, so it's a matter of personal preference. And a pro tip is to sometimes tell Codex to check the work of Claude and Claude to check the work of Codex, and then this way you can use it like an expert code reviewer, which you'll soon get to know more about. But let's spend a little bit of time just on the directory tree. So the Black Pot has the .claude, the .vercel, the API for application program interface, the distribution, the documents, which is this presentation, where I make my plans. So anything that I want to plan with one of these agents, you can tell the agents, can you create a plan under the plans folders, build it in a phased approach, track the progress in the plan, mark the progress completed when you are done with that section, try to launch agents in parallel in the background, make sure that you look for dependencies between those, and with custom and related skills that you later will learn to add to your projects, you can even enhance the functionality of Claude and Codex. More on that in the future. So here's a quick look at how the source code is organized by components, generated, internal, models, the pages, basically your web pages, but they're smart web pages because they link to a database on the back end. Any challenges we came across, the features that we want to plan for, a quick installation, the main index that will serve our site, and then the tech stack configuration. Also, when you open a repo and you get access to this or any other repo that you built or use, you should create and or look at your readme.md file. That's a markdown file built for developers and agents to give a technical overview of any products that you built on GitHub. If you're not familiar with GitHub, it's a repository in the cloud where you can store your source code and track your changes over time. And if you make a mistake, in simple terms, you can go back to where you were when it was working and then make changes and see if it works. So this README, if you right click on it and you open a preview, it gives an overview of the black pot, and you can read through this, but it just tells you what is the application about, what is the tech stack that we've used, in this case React and Vite, what kind of styling that we use, the hosting. It's hosted on Vercel, and Vercel is my recommended hosting platform. Sign up for the hobby plan there. It's completely free. You cannot sell products officially from there, but you can create prototypes and what's called MVPs or minimum viable products that you build for yourself. And if it is for yourself, you probably can use it on hobby plan for quite some time. It's when you want to sell the entire product and commercialize it that I recommend that you upgrade. So here's the features. This is a bit technical for beginners, so I won't go through this right now, but the Academy course will cover it, and I'm always there to help with questions. How Toki will work, what its architecture is, and how its prompting works. And we do a Neon database with knowledge chunks that we make sure that this knowledge is found quickly and efficiently and in the context. And these knowledge chunks is what is contained in each chunk. You might have heard of RAG and vector database embeddings, and soon enough you'll be building those. We have free models used here, the Llama, Mistral, Gwen, NVIDIA, and more, and also 4 Google Gemma models. So like I said earlier in the presentation videos, when you build a demo or a prototype, don't spend too much money or your API credits for tokens on building out the prototype. Swap the models for professional models when you're going to keep something, use something for real, and so on. So you can do the reservations as you've seen in the previous videos. He has persistent memory, and this is the application program interface routes that he can post or get and patch as needed to implement the application. This is how you would install it if you want to try it out after you get the GitHub. The environment variables, that's important, and the database and database migrations. In simple terms for non-database people, database migrations and schemas, best way I can explain it for beginners is to say, think of a list of tables that has relationships. Let's take a different example and say you have a list of books, you have a list of authors, and then you could say in the middle, you have certain books written by authors. That's the join table or relational table that links them together. So you might store the ID of the author and the ID of the book in this middle table to see all the books written by an author or all the authors that have contributed to a book, for example. So that's basic relationships in databases, but nowadays you can ask your agents to help explain those relationships. They will explain you what is a primary key, a foreign key, what is a join, and so on. So you don't have to worry about the theory too much. You just have to understand why it's important. Ask it to explain you things like referential integrity and cascading deletes and security and backups, and you'll be on your way in no time. So here's a quick introduction to Vercel. You can just go to vercel.com yourself Then sign up for the hobby plan, and this is where you will publish or host your applications after you've tested them on your local machine. What's called local dev or local host. So now you want to share it with the world. Well, what happens? Well, you have to publish it into the cloud, and to get it up into the cloud, Vercel.com is a company that provides all those services for us. And as you can see, this is our domain for the Blackpot, the blackpot.dreamforgeworld.com. If I click on this, it will open the same one that I've shown in the earlier videos. And this is what the app looks like in its current status. Let's do this. We click on it, and there it is. It launches the Blackpot Dreamforge World. You can go to the home screen. You can look at the menu. You can say, looking at the G-spots with pricing, deep fry pots, potjie stews, sauces, bread and sides, craft beer that we brew on site. Not really. I wish that restaurant really existed. The dessert fondue. So the idea is to attract the customers to pick your pot. When they get thirsty, you offer them a cold beer. By the way, all these images, you might not be able to tell, you might not, were AI generated, and that's perfectly fine as long as you, the creator. As a section for the specials, and some reviews, what people might be saying about your restaurant or this restaurant, and the hours. So then, just as a reminder, the resources that would be available for this demonstration and course will be covered inside the details that I share in Academy. But in conclusion, you can find the demo if you want to try it over here. You can find our Academy over here. And if you need any questions or help, just visit me here. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments if you would like me to show and break down similar apps that we're working on and turn them into training courses. My goal is twofold. Obviously, I need to make a bit of money, so I hope to gain some clients if I can help you either build it or train you or assist you building it, and also by making my training available through the Academy. I feel that as we add value courses, it will help everybody to feel independent and build solutions for themselves. Thank you for watching.